Welcome back, everybody. Here we go again. Obviously, we mysteriously died last time. We were so close to getting it done as well. So close to getting home. But we just, yeah, it happened. Let's get home, get rearmed, get back out on the ground. Hope everyone's okay out there in internet land. I think everything's working fine. So we're good to go. Use. That. Obviously, we do need to bandage. And we need to get dressed and sort our lives out. So life sorting mode. First thing I'm going to need is a rucksack. That'll do. How many litres is that? That's only 40. Yeah, that'll do. Then I'm going to need some clothing, if I've got any free that's any good. If not, we'll have to go and find some. Where's the K98? That's not perfect, but it's better than nothing. Okay, for a rifle. K98, what condition? Worn. That'll do for that. And get the ammo out for it. Mauser ammo. That's sorted. Gonna need a knife. That'll do. Water, apple, ammo, pair of boots, chest rig, or stab vest. Stab vest, because zombies are our main problem. Right, we now need to up food and water, and then we need to go and get some clothing. The helmet. We're coming into night time. Thought of, yes. So MVGs. So that's sorted. Gonna go key carding, aren't we? We said we would do. Northeast airfield control tower. That done. Okay, what else do we need? Pair of gloves. That we should have in stock. No clothes, no footwear, no pants or top. That's fine. Right then, food now. Need to up our food intake. Take that with us because we're going to get through a lot of food because we're rebuilding from scratch. Get that opened up. Go live, didn't I? Yep, good. Take some other food with us because we've learnt from our past experience of not having food nearly killed us. And we'll take a little bit of stuff to repurify if we need to. Okay. And if we go via altar, we should be able to get better clothed en route, which will help. Don't think we need anything else. I think that's everything we need. We need a full stack of bandages that are purified. If we've got a way of purifying them. Yeah. That one there and that one. Bandages sorted. Rapid bandage. We can eat the apple now and then have the rapid bandage as well. Bandages in place, water bottle in place. Go to altar first, and we'll use altar to get re-geared. Water, we need to drink before we go. That problem solved. Right, next RV is altar. So the radio station's there, Radio Zenit, but hey, we'll go for that point there because that's where it wants us to go for. RV on that one. RV in place. Yep, good. What else do we need? We got water, we've got emergency food, we've got a knife, we've got the key card, we've got storage space. Will it be enough to hold down the position? We're going to need a key card. We'll probably get pushed, won't we? I need something meaty as well as a rifle. So we're going to need AKM. That would do the job. Actually, let's take one of my other ones. Let's take one of them, AKM, 29 rounds in it, or one of them. No, AKM will do. Do I have any spare AKM mags? Will that fit the AKM? That is the question. No. That's that done. Do I have any spare AK-70? AK? No. Is the answer to that question before I ask it? No. Okay, that's fine. Eaten, drunk, pretty much re-geared. Swap those two round. Patrol with this thing. Switch to the other one in an emergency. Good, we're good to go. First RV, 5 clicks. This one fully auto in case we meet someone. So alter, we should be able to get the clothing we need to switch out our clothing. We'll get body armor out of it. We might get that at the airfield. I don't know. He's on. For that. Try again. Better. Might be AI here, so stay clear. We're not going to get anything out of here tiered high enough for us. It would have triggered by now if there was. So if you're watching this back and you're enjoying the server, the details are on the screen now. Should be. Yeah, that worked. Done it twice. There we are. It's well worth a go. If you like a slightly harder, more survival PvP experience, you find vanilla not challenging enough, and you find the hardcore servers too challenging. This sits somewhere in the middle. It is good fun. I'm the Looting Goblin. I tend to stream as much as I can around the outside of work and hobbies with no real fixed schedule, though this week I'll be streaming daily because I'm currently on leave. But normally I stream on a Monday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, apart from one weekend or 2 weekends a month when I'm away. In which case I tend not to stream in the week where I'm going away on a weekend, just because I want some time off. The Hunt is a custom PvP base building, raiding, questing PC server in DayZ, based in Germany, though we have US players on here and EU, UK players. It's not my server. I am registered on here as a content creator, and this is my primary home of where I make content. But this is not like your normal PvP servers. You won't find one tappers everywhere. You won't find armor everywhere. You won't find code locks everywhere. There is no safe zone on the map. You have to work for what you get. You'll end up with thousands of nails but one code lock. You know, you have to work at it. To get into black market, you need a key card, which means you need to complete quests, which means you need to do them without dying. And I died earlier. I'm not going to lie. Which is why we're now in freshy gear and with a little bit of stuff from my base. And we're running to one of their custom locations, Alta, to complete a quest, but also to get re-geared with clothing. So hopefully get some camouflage on, and maybe swap the helmet for something that's not blue and doesn't say shoot me. Airdrops have wolves and Zeds on them. Helis have AI and bears on them. High tier areas have AI. Key cards can trigger AI. It's a fight. It's a... yeah. Certainly makes things interesting though. And life's good with a bit of interest. While the server does at the moment feel empty, it is getting fuller. We are picking up numbers. I say we, because I'm obviously involved with the server still. Right, clothing hunt. Oh, come on. Onto the airfield. Once we get clear of here, then we'll resort loot. Reset an RV. We've replaced our jacket, which is good. So we're a bit better than we were. Need to sort all this lot out. No point doing it in the middle of the field. Right, do a bit of sorting. new RV. We need the ATC in northeast. Now, northeast isn't the northeast you're all expecting, so we'll set it just for the middle. Just check that's right. ATC control room, northeast airfield. We'll push on. Eat that before we go in and try and move some of this stuff up. Keep those for the run home in case of emergency. You can always fill up water en route. Hello again, welcome back. We're off to do a key card. I'm going to move that up to there. Push on. How are you? Let's go. Hell yeah. Excellent. Good to hear. And yes, I'm still on everyone's favourite server. Thank you. Yeah, I was offered it this morning. And obviously accepted, as long as I could still stream and make content. Thank you, that's appreciated. It gave me a really good opportunity as well to close down my own Discord that was people, because a lot of the players that used to play my server are now playing this server. And I haven't run my server for about 3 months now. So rather than give them all false hope that one day I'd come back, I'm like telling everybody, come here. This is as close as you're going to get to my old server. So it's myself and Ray have similar visions for a server. So this works. And I can help him with some tickets and help him on the map and help him with a bit of editing if I need to. And I've got some ideas of things that we can do to make things more difficult if we need to. Using code, because I don't use mods. I'm not a coder, but what I'm quite good at is manipulating the code that's already in DayZ and turning it into something else. Checkpoint. Hell yeah. Any officers in it? Oh, is it a convoy? It will be a convoy. Hi Hamish, how are you, mate? Battlefield ambulance. Ah, where are you? You're there. Oh, that was a moment, wasn't it? Oh, some food. That's good for this server. Nothing very good loot-wise on here. I didn't get in. I didn't even try, let's be honest. Oh, medical pouch. I'm not sure if it's really me, because I'm such a DayZ fanboy that to go across to anything else doesn't ever feel right, if that makes sense. Anything on this? What is it in English? It looks far too much like a bulldog for me, or a 432 as I'd call it. Have you been playing War Dogs? Right, let's push on for a key card. Yeah, 432 Bulldog. Yeah. What I'd think of as a 432 and you'd think of as a Bulldog, because they took the 432 and gave it some upgrades. Yeah. I've just become a mod on this server, but I'm allowed to stream it and play it still. So that's what I'm doing. And now this is my home. It's good. It's not high pop. It's a more survival build of DayZ. You're allowed it's trios, base building, PvP, quests, raiding. There's no safe zones. Everything's slightly harder to get. Base building plus and expansion. Helis are on here. Raiding 24/7, 365. The server's called The Hunt, which details should be on the screen now. But it's a harder server. It's good fun, but it is harder. You burn through calories. It isn't your normal sweaty PvP server. There are still all the good weapons on here. You just have to get access to them. Even black markets, no safe zone. So there is only black market, but you can't get inside Black Market without a key card, and you have to complete quests to get that key card. It can only be used 5 times, then you have to quest again to get another one. And if you get killed with a key card on you, someone else gets it. Far harder than Goblin. Far harder than Goblin. But better than Goblin. Which is why when they offered me a mod position on here, actually, why would I not? And it shares my sort of vision for what a server should be. The owner is ex-German Navy, so thinks like us soldiers do. And a lot of my ex-Goblin players are now playing this. And we've got a lot of stuff planned for the future on here. An awful lot of stuff, new, better stuff. The owner is a programmer, so he can code the mods himself, whereas I never could. I could only use third-party mods. So a lot of what's happening in the background, he's working on stuff that will replace the mods that we use with our own mods, which is awesome. But it's good fun, but difficult. You burn through calories. As soon as you go flashing on either water or food, if you don't get water or food within about 10 minutes, you'll be dead. It's not like you can run half the map still while waiting to get those resources back. A lot of custom areas. AI in places. So open up a keycard room, you'll probably get pushed by AI. Downed helicopters, AI. Tissy, Northwest Airfield, AI. And a spluttering of them elsewhere on helis and things. But they don't always spawn. So you might open up a police station key. You might get in 2 or 3 times, no AI hit. And then you hit it on the 4th time. You take don't take good enough guns in. And you're pushed by 2 AI. And so it makes it feel a bit more alive. You'll find lots and lots of nails, but hardly any code locks, which is a challenge. The initial mission to get the base building pack doesn't give you the base building plus book. You have to get that off an airdrop or in industrial zones in low amounts. And on an airdrop, you'll get wolves and Zeds. And then once you've opened the airdrop, they respawn the Zeds. So it's difficult. And in about 3 weeks' time, without a wipe, it'll be the dead of winter. Just to add to it all. But it is good fun. As the one and only says, it is an excellent server. Oh, I need the ATC building in here. And over 1,400 quests. So for people that don't want to do PvP, there's still lots for them to do. And if you do want to do PvP, the normal areas, when there's more people on, I mean, at the moment there's 4 people on, so 3 people that want to kill me. When it's a bit busier, the normal areas have people on, and you hear enough shooting if you're in those areas and you live in those areas. But very custom in certain areas. Okay, explosion. I reckon we've got AI around. which is what I didn't want, seeing it's night time. Go out the back and spin round and come round the other side and see if we can get eyes on. We've got to do this tactically because we don't have any body armor. Apart from a stab vest, which really does not count. And it's that ATC building in the middle that we need to get into, I'm guessing. So we might be laid up till morning, just to give us a range of shot. I need to get AI between me and the objective. Sorry, I need to get zombies between me and the AI. So the AI will shoot them. Someone's doing the keycard room. Don't want to shoot. Don't want to give my game away. This isn't a quest that I'm doing. This is a key card. But someone else is in there. Hi, Paul. Don't have the ammo or the protection to push it. So all I can hope for is someone extracting comes my direction. There he comes. Back. Massive pressure. Let him go past. Don't know if you guys can see him. Over there. He's out. I don't have the ammo for this fight. And it's too dark to get the K98 out. But we're not doing that key card now, that's for sure. And we don't have the ammo now to fight the AI that will push us if we do it. So we're going to have to withdraw to base. Or push to hand the quest in, which is Voices from the Past. But I don't really want to push there with the key card I've got, because the key card's too good to lose, if that makes sense. So we'll probably push to there and then push for home. And then we'll come back here when we've got more ammo and it's daylight. Don't want to lose a key card because that would be good loot in there. And if I'm going to run all over the map, I wouldn't want to carry a good key card with me. Time and a place. This is so close to my vision of what I wanted for a server. I'm so glad that they've made me a mod on here. I'm so glad that they're happy for me to stream it. That's massive, Paul. That's massive. It is massive. Well done. And I mean that. It's my adrenaline goes through the roof when I make a kill. Because I'm just not used to doing it. And getting over that sort of thing makes a massive difference when you're not used to it. It will make a difference. Did we get another box of something useful? No, we didn't. Look who I'm following. Not having the ammo. Yep, he can see me. He's got MVGs then. Should have waited. He's pushing me. Using grenades. Or where I was. As I said, it's low pop, but interesting, Hamish. It was close, wasn't it? Just trying to fight with no ammo and MVGs. I've got a 300 black in base, but I've got like 11 rounds left in it. It's not enough. It killed someone earlier on in the week. I made a kill, which got me all my key cards and keys, but I can't take that out with only 11 rounds, and getting extra ammo for it is hard work. .76239 is hard to come by. I've not found a 5.56 rifle yet, apart from Pioneers. My 300 black came out of a police station, which is a 7% chance on this server of getting that in a loot box. So I was very lucky. But if we'd left there 2 minutes earlier, he'd have been behind us and taken us out. So that was made with hand. On here, if you don't have MVGs, guys, just to tell you, that's your problem. Ah, so he put a 338 at me. So we do need to do that key card at some point to get ourselves a 338 then, don't we? Just when we got a bit more ammo and maybe Chuckles to support me. Yeah, he's not got MVGs. As he said, it's so dark. So he was firing at my flash. That's fine. It's life, innit? We've come away with some loot. We can stick it in base. I can rearm, re-gear. We can go and hand a quest in. And we've got to do something down south as well. We've got to go and find Jesse Pinkman as part of the ecstasy quest. We'll call it that for sake of argument. No, YouTube, don't demonetize me for using that word. It's a game, YouTube, a game. Yep, they do. You can manufacture recreational pharmaceuticals and sell them to the drug person. But it's not. It's a ecstasy manufacturing rather than your normal drug ones. So it's different than your normal everyday, what most servers have. Hello, miss. Hello, miss. Hello, sir. That's the one. Recreational pharmaceuticals, as I will call them. I'd be trying to... you can rob ATMs on here. But I can't even get into black market yet officially because I've only... My way into black market is thanks to killing someone and getting the black market key card. But I've not been in there because until I've got back up. The last thing I want to do is open that door and get killed with the key card that gets you in and out. So I've just been saving money and waiting for a better opportunity. Right, we need to drink because this server will be losing health in seconds otherwise. But we need to save some water because if we need to eat the peppers, we'll need to offset them really quickly. So I've got a key card for something to do at the drug trader, but I'm not sure what it is yet. It says I can get into the back room. I'm not sure what's in the back room. But that's only because I killed someone that had that card on them. And the card that I've got now that we were going to go and do that with. That was going to be my 338. Mine. But probably a good job too, because we didn't have enough ammo really to fight the AI that pushed him. And I think I heard 3 or 4 pushes. So we only had 1 mag on the AK. And then 20 rounds on the K98. So it's probably better that we didn't. But we're going to go home and we'll grab a lower tier weapon to push down and complete missions with, and then go home and then go back down to the trader. So we need food, which is what I guessed would happen. There we go. We're back in after the restart, guys. I love this server. I could play it for hours. Tomorrow I will be. Tomorrow we're going to do a long run on here. I'm going to get up in the morning, go to the garage, buy my lunch, stick it in the fridge, and then we're going to come on and we're going to stay on for most of the day. And then I'll just have breaks when its server restarts. That'll be a 338. Right, I'll see you soon, guys. I'll be back after the break. Just waiting for the server to come back up, guys. pour this can of Tango. I had KFC for tea. It was very nice. Joys of being on leave and just wanting to eat rubbishy food. VM, where's HQ? There we go. I wanted to go and check that I had been, that where it said I've been made a mod, and it is, it's in their Discord. So now it's official, and I can say, yeah, I'm a mod on the server. Hi there, welcome. I went out to do the key card at Northeast, and someone beat me to it. And we had a little firefight in the dark, but we both lived. So I'm going home. I died earlier, unfortunately. I didn't make it home. So I'm going home to drop off some gear, pick up a lesser weapon, and go and do some quests. And we'll worry about the key card again when the weather's a bit lighter and we've got a bit more ammo. But they escaped with a 338, which is nice for them. Which they did shoot at me in the dark. Even to their own devices. Yeah, I don't have enough ammo to deal with the AI on there. In daytime, I probably could have done. But I've only got 11 rounds left of 7.62 on this gap. And my K98 only got 20 rounds. Daytime, I could have probably dealt with it. You know, get yourself behind a door. They have to open the door. You've got a good chance. But nighttime, when I don't have anything really that I can shoot through a scope and a lack of ammo, forget it. I know what I'm up against now. I've still got the card by Friday. I'll take Chuckles down there for a visit. I know. It was fine for what I had. I crave the gravy, but I crave the KFC gravy from 20 years ago, not the gravy we get now. So I just get the gravy with some chicken pieces and just drink the gravy straight. I love the KFC gravy. But seeing Ray's in the chat, then I also miss chips with mayo. We used to get them opposite the camp in Berlin. And German sausage, you'll know the name of it and I don't. The one that had little cut marks in it. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Oh, look, we're hungry again. I blame the server owner. I won't try while I'm on stream. I'm going to set up a... I haven't got it yet. Bratwurst. Yeah, that's the one. I used to love them. Banana, mango, and stuff like that. Yeah, that makes sense. What I'm going to do is set up a be right back screen for when I'm doing admin stuff. So I've got my normal be right back now, which is that one. But I'm going to set up a second one that says be right back. I'm currently completing admin duties on the hunt. Yeah, just so when people know the difference of when I go into admin. That'll be the one. Brockwurst. Evening. Yeah, Brockwurst with what, from my point of view, chips. Yeah, but used to get it in a little like white paper, maybe thick paper, cardboard type plate with little, I'm thinking plastic fork, but it's a long time ago, and it was opposite the guard room of our camp in Berlin. We could buy them. And I used to adore them. Ah, there's home. So just so you all know, guys, Sergeant Enigma that's in the chat is the owner of the server. Well done to him. It's a hell of a server. Anyone that's watching this back, details are on the screen. Oh, you're not? No, you're not. No, I'm not. Oh, no, you might be. Still, well done. It's really nice, and I'm not just saying it because he's here. It's really nice to be able to play a server that was so similar vision to what I ran for my own server last year. Though mine was nowhere near as developed as this. That's a win. Getting a base building plus book, making me nuts, Goblin, still nothing, and wasn't in an airdrop. That must. So I got mine from a tier 1 base building airdrop. I'm not sure what to say. I think that I need to have a conversation with the owner. I don't want a compass. So you can build if you have the expansion the expansion code lock. Let me show you one when I get upstairs. And there's a video on my YouTube about how to build with expansion. I will do a new one for here to show people how it's done. Let me go and show you. You don't need the book to build with expansion. You only need the book to build with Base Building Plus. That's the expansion code lock. So if you've got that one, you can build without Base Building Plus book. But you can only build 1 tier doors. You can't upgrade them, but it would allow you to get a door in somewhere. And there is a video somewhere on my YouTube. Give me a second. I'll see if I can find it for you. Be right back. Give me a second. I'll find the link. That's it. That's the link to the how to build with expansion. So you can do that then without having to have a Base Building Plus book. Right, I'm going to get stuff put away. We're going to swap our gun over, and we're going to go and do some quests. But I will redo that video in this week for this server, so people can understand how to do it on here. I'll make it a bit clearer because I did that a few years ago, and I'm better at making videos now. Because I've got an empty server that I can put expansion on and just re-record that video. That's okay. I'm glad to have been able to help. Ruined pepper. Yeah. Doesn't it get ruined? Time's it on the server? That's the next question. It's only 21. Oh, it's 6 a.m. Okay. There we go. Right, let's get rid of these things because there an airdrop nearby? No. Could be down at the police station, I suppose. I'm not going to go and investigate because the only person I knew that was around here had a 338. And I don't particularly wish to die again. So my next quest is that one. So I need to find Jesse aboard the ship between Electra and Solnici. So Electra, where's Solnici? Here, isn't it? So the ship between the two, my guess it's the ship off here, would be my guess. So we'll be crossing the bridge down here and then making our way off to that ship. Is only a guess. It might be completely wrong. Right then, I need to swap that rucksack for that rucksack. I'm really bad at PvP. I'm not going to pretend I'm not. I'm not a natural PvPer. We'll keep that food on us. We can drop that off, drop that off, drop that off, drop that off. Right, drop meds off to start with. Keep that, drop that off. Actually, I'm forever having to eat dead fish, aren't I? We'll keep that. We'll drop the we'll keep those two. Drop the ammo off. We're running out of places to put stuff, so just dropping stuff off is easier at the moment. I'll worry about where it is off stream. That's fire lighting. That's there. That's gloves. That's there. That's a spare pouch. That can go in there. Rucksacks and Bergens are there. That's that sorted. Right. For this trip, we're going to need the gun. We could do with some sort of basic scope without a battery, because I can't afford to use batteries. Have we got a combat scope? That should do. Not amazing. Have I got... normal ATOG there. That's better. So that's that. We're going to need food and drink. So we're going to need to drink water before we go. Let's get that completely down our necks. Certainly mention it, mate. I will have a look at it. I will go and have a look. I'm never going to say no to people mentioning their own servers and things. At the end of the day, the fact that I'm an admin on here and I play this, that will happen. I can't expect people not to. And I will at some point jump on and have a look. So if you can let me know what it's called now, I'll take a photograph. It's not a DayZ one yet. Okay. Once you've made it, if you're turning it into a DayZ one, let me know and I'll give it a go, mate. And I'll give you feedback. I'm more than happy to do that. And if it's not DayZ and you want people to play it, let me mention it in chat. And if people play that game, then, and they want to, yeah, go for it. I don't have a problem with that. There's more than one DayZ server in the world. Yeah. It would be different if you were mentioning in their Discord. And yes, I'm a mod for them, but I don't. It's not like I would ever say, don't mention it. You've been here. You've been a long-time supporter of me. Right, we'll carry that as spare food. We've got that, and that. We should take the fishing rod, but there's somebody down there, isn't there? I just know it. Right, and we'll take a spare can of drink. That's not the best weapon in the world, but I just know this is going to go wrong. We're leaving the MVGs behind. We probably don't have spare helmets here, do we? Do I have any spare helmets that I can swap out? Because this helmet takes MVGs. We're not taking MVGs out on this run. So have I got... Yes, I've got a spare one. Should this go wrong, that's fine. Yeah, happy with that. It was really good. Tomorrow's my birthday. On their Discord, if you're in this server's Discord, there is a picture of me in their off-topic in my dinner suit with medals. Miniature medals, but medals. So we know where we're going. That way. I've got nothing on I care about losing. Well, I care about losing it all, but you know what I mean. Can I switch that way, that way, that way, that way? Bring anything else up to get that in there? No. But if I take that to there, that to there, I can put that up to there. That'll do. Right, food, emergency drink. And we're running back that way. There you are, guys. If you're interested in playing Rust, give it a go. Thank you. Dinner jacket, bow tie, miniature medals, summer ball. 3-course meal followed by coffee and biscuits and awards for the cadets that had done really well through the year. And then I was home by 11:15 at night because I had to drive there, so I couldn't drink. So I drove home and went to bed. In basic terms. My next major event will be after Christmas, when it will be an adult-only dinner. So that'll be a book into a hotel and drink, no doubt. So as anyone UK based will more than likely understand, but non-UK based that are currently watching, as much as I'm ex-army, and I was army a long time ago, and I work for the army as a civilian. I'm also a adult instructor with the Army Cadet Force, and in the UK, the best way I've got of describing that is it's like Cub Scouts, but they follow a military syllabus. That's my best way of describing it without going into massive details. So children 12 to 18 years old following a military syllabus, military subjects, shooting, fieldcraft, first aid, navigation, all that sort of stuff, on exercise, outside, inside, signals, and I'm an instructor within that. Which is why for 2 nights a week, normally I'm not available because I'm there helping to run a detachment and teach. And if any of my cadets are currently watching, thank you for being here. Now, obviously, he might have gone onto the island because he might be doing the same quest we are. So going across the bridge is not the best option because if he is on there, he's got a 338 and I've got a 45 USG. Yeah. And it's a voluntary. It's not compulsory, but it's a voluntary organisation. The detachment I train at, we have 45 children. In the county, we've probably got 500 in the whole area. But we take them away. We do, yeah, we do DayZ for real. He's out on the island. I'm just answering questions as a mod, if I can. I'll just put you to be right back, guys, while I'm doing it. Okay, live again, guys. Unfortunately, we're stuck in a position where we know he's there and he's asking questions about it, so I sort of have to hang back. We have 0 in the Netherlands, but since last year you can go reserve from 16 and get paid for an hour as we're working a job in a supermarket, etc., just like any other 16-year-old. Okay, so we have reserves here as well. The cadets don't get paid for it. The reserves do. Our reserves, I work for the reserves, and they get a quarter of a day's pay for for an evening, and then full day's pay when they do full days. I do recognise he's got a 338, so. But I'm going to show you something now that you'll all like. It's on this island. Yeah, shots out on the island. It's someone that just asked for help in chat. And trouble is, it's meta because, yeah, they're asking about a mission, about that I know what mission that is because I've got it in front of me on my screen. And they're saying they're searching a ship, which I've got on the screen in front of me. But the same as if I wasn't in admin mode, I'd be now pushing that to get a kill. That's fine. I know where I've got to go now. Helps me. But guys, how about this? If you're a solo. A door up there. Little base inside here. Unlimited fish. Build some boxes around here. Wouldn't that make a nice little base? Solo player. It wouldn't work for a team, but if you're solo, you could get a covert base in here. Door there. Ramp down. Couple of doors around here. Couple of rooms around here. Nothing too big. Maybe right down to the seafront here so you can fish within your base. Got all the trees you need here. Just have to swim across to it. It's not vanilla. It's custom for this map, this server. There are more caves, which I don't know about. I'm a cave builder. Now, I can guess where the caves are because I know where that cave is and I know which mod was used to put them in. But I don't know. But I love building in caves. So I'll be off cave hunting at some point off stream for next Wipe's base location. Bit of work getting in and out of there, but nice and covert. So it's either this ship or the ship in the harbour. So we'll check this one to start with. I agree. The server is well worth a donation. He's made a very good, a very fun, plenty to explore and do server. I've lived on this one before. On servers. I built my base on here. On servers that have tiny flag. Or no flag at all. This is the sort of places that I choose to live. When I'm playing solo. At least he doesn't have DayZ Shark on here. Oh, the quests are awesome. And I don't often say that. Right, I'm just going to have a comfort break, and I think this is the best place as any to have one. I'll be right back, guys. Good night. Thank you for being here. Always appreciated. Right, let's continue. Question is, am I alone? Might be safe to get off this island. Eclacot, thank you. Hey, Tog. I'll do. German machine gun from World War II. I'll take it. After a pair of trousers, pants for everybody else in the world. Is that what I've got now? Mine's 80 slots. I'll stay with what I've got. Airdrop. I'll take the Vega because we're running low on anything. Is that MVGs? Oh, it's another form of ATOG. Okay. Jumper. Spare canteen I don't need. We've got lots of water canteens at base. I'll take that over that one. It's got ammo in. We need the ammo more than we need the gun. Two. No, it's one of them. 7.6239. No mag for it though. Wetter. That'll do. Patrol pants. Better. Magazine pouch. I need that because there's so much gear that we pick up that we can fit that too. Field vest. Now I'll stay with my stab vest. It's not very good, but it's better than a field vest. Pistol I don't want. I think this is where Jesse is. I think. But this is not the normal metal DayZ sound, or I'm missing something. No, there's extra sounds in here, just so you know. There is a sound mod in. Oh, I see a gun. An AKM, I can't get to it. Yeah, no mag for it, though. But I have one. You're right there. I see how you're struggling to find the quest. I know it's here somewhere. Just don't tell me if you've done it. I know it's on here. Well, I gather it's on here. It's either going to be below deck or above deck. But I prefer to... Oh, one of those ladders. But I prefer to find it or not find it myself, if that makes sense. Ah, also I don't know where it is. Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Why won't it? It used to fit on there. I'd say it was worth to go here. This is pretty much searched, isn't it? Yeah, there is that. There's one off here somewhere, isn't there? We'll get off this and make our way down there. Yeah, they've added extra points to it for loot because you can put in paint loot spots. Hi, William. Sorry, Willie. My mistake. Sorry, Willie. Hi, Willie. How are you? What's that? Another SIG. That's going away. That's going that way. That's going. We'll take the SIG. "24 days straight working. Wow. I'm on leave at the moment. I've got a week off. This is really good for loot, guys, but low tier loot. I know you won't tell me, but good looking server. This is not my server. This is a server. Its details are on the screen now. I'm a mod for this server. Please play it. Please play it if you want to. It's well worth a go. There's 1,400 quests. It is a PvP server, but it's low pop. You've got AI. You've got stuff to do. That's fine. But this server will still be there. I've just become a mod today on the server. We've got massive plans. The server's been around for a while. It is a German server, but they've got US players on here. And there's a lot of ex-Goblin members that play it. My server's now permanently closed. And I'm recommending that people that used to play my server play this because it's very close in its way of thinking. This is better than my server. Is there a shipwreck down? There is. I think. Bit of industrial there. Is there a ship there? Yes, there is. Okay, how do we get onto it? I have been out on the dock, I just haven't been onto the ship. Only because ships were never very good for loot. But as we're seeing on here, ships are good for loot. So in the future, I'll be looting ships more on this server. This could be the last chance. Don't want to play with Zeds unless I have to. Yes, massively. I'm so happy with this server. I know I keep saying it. I'm really happy with it. And Chuckles is happy with it. We're both over the moon with what they've done. To the extent for me to... I've been on here, just over a week. And they've made me a mod already. I've helped increase their numbers through streaming. It's incredible with what the custom areas. Yes. It's made Chernarus feel more alive. I agree. I like that challenge. I love that challenge. I thought he'd be in the bridge. Yeah, I have to find him. Maybe this wasn't my best idea. We need to eat. Otherwise we'll be dead in here. Could be a container. Might not even be this ship. Let's be honest about this. This so reminds me of that Call of Duty. Is it Call of Duty mission in one of the early Call of Duties? We had to get off the ship. Those doors can't be opened. Yeah. The bridge to me is the most obvious place. Up there? No other ships out there that I can see. Okay, so it is giving me... Brilliant. So it's on that RV. So the other end. Travel to Alta radio station we've done. We've done this one. You got another mission for me? First ingredients. Deliver that lot. And we get paid a lot of euro. Right, let's go and drop the important stuff back home. And then we've got to run down and hand some quests in. How do we get off this ship? Right, let's get home. Okay, that's fine. I thought we were having an AI fight as we exited. Like that. Depends where you find them. Also depends on your skill set level. If you go and hit a heli that's dropped, they are difficult. If you go to Tissy or Northwest Airfield, they are difficult. If you're a reasonable shot and you fight them in a police station, they're less difficult. Is that fair? But also depends how good you are. Yeah? So it's there are players on here better at fighting AI than me. But there's players better armed than me. Loot is hard to find a good weapon or something. Yeah. I mean, I've got a couple of 7.6. I've got some 7.62 weapons now. I've got a 300 black. I've got some 7.62 54. No, I lost that, didn't I, when I got killed earlier? We've got good stuff. We just haven't got brilliant stuff. But we're getting there. You know, this week is all about quests. Quite where we're going to find all those drugs to, I have no idea. Actually, medical. I wonder. Puppies. I have a K98. Yeah. I do have that's left over. I lost my other rifle that was good. Mosin. I lost my Mosin. Yeah, drug labour. I've got a key card to get into drug labour. So we might take the key and pop down there and see. Who knows? We might be able to find those meds, that stuff in the back of that room. But we've got 2 quests to hand in. No, we've got 1 quest to hand in. Then we need to go and kill 3 chickens and get 2 chicken breasts. Kill 2 chickens more and get 2 chicken breasts and hand them in. Yeah, it certainly is. Check my flag. Good. Yes, for over 1,400 quests. There's massive amount to do on the server. Right, what are we dropping off? But no space to put anything. Off stuff to do. Okay, no problem. See, our money's building up. It might just be worth pushing BM and seeing if we can buy anything. That's black key card, Bitcoin room. Yeah, black market. We can go in there 5 times. And that's single-use access to the hangar at the Bitcoin room, wherever that is. Which I'm guessing Tissy. And that's the one that we went to earlier, but withdrew from the problem. And that's for the radar station at Tissy. And that's for the drug room. Access to the drug rooms. But I don't know whether that's drug rooms because you need to sell stuff. meds, clothing, ammo, battery, 45 ACP I'll keep on me. Big boy scope we'll put behind. Right, that can go up there. That can go there. They can go away. That's a DMR mag. That can go down there. That weapon can go on there. Meds can go away. As can ballad. As can balaclava. Okay. We need to eat and drink. No, I mean the quest has a lot of stuff to do. Oh, okay. The fuck was that? Yeah. That was something going boom, wasn't it? I think it's AI with grenades. I honestly do. Or someone's put trip grenades out and zombies have walked into them. So unless that person's raiding me. Right, let's fill up a water bottle. We're going on a fair trip to Trader. From experience, we'll need food. And we'll need food before we go. Right, if we cut that open, eat that. Tomorrow will be 25 days straight. Mate, but you're enjoying the overtime, I'm guessing. Yeah? So we're going to go BM. What time is it on the server? It is 10:40, so we've got enough time to get there. Yeah, 10:43 and back. Okay, that's fine. We've got that. We're going to go and hand this quest in. How's my footwear? Fine. Not got anything on I mind losing? No. Okay, so BM is... Let's get rid of our RV. So I don't want to be running the wrong direction. BM is that way, 7.7 Ks. No, we're not going to go into BM at the moment. We're just going to go and hand in the quest that we've got to hand in there. I don't want to go into BM until I've got Chuckles as support. Because if I go in there and get killed the minute I open the door, I lose our only way in and out of BM. Yeah. But I can still do the hand in the quest, so that I've got a hand in, and hopefully pick up another quest. One of the reasons we're taking low tier, it's also very tricky that you put the quest board in BM. But there are other quest hubs away from BM, if that makes sense. So once you've completed the BM quest line, you'll get sent elsewhere, which isn't BM, to do quests. I sort of agree with it starting there, because it means those early quests, you're channeling players into kill zones. And then players that follow the quest line start to push further out. And I'm doing quests this week because I've never really been a quest person in DayZ. But I quite enjoy a different challenge. And I'd like to unlock Black Market for myself rather than just the keys that I got from killing someone else. Yep, you've got to unlock it to use it. Yeah. Otherwise, there's no trader. There's a peer-to-peer trader there that nobody uses. But you've got to unlock the trader to use it. Which is brilliant, because it means it's very vanilla living off the land until you find a way of unlocking the trader. And it's not a safe zone. The whole map is PvP. Which is brilliant. I like this sort of thing. I like servers that feel more real. So if this really was the end of the world, you wouldn't shoot the trader unless you were robbing them. But arguably, traders probably wouldn't be safe zones. As much as somebody might say no guns allowed, if someone walked in there with a gun, who's to stop them? And then you have to complete some more quests from the trader. Yes, exactly. Brilliant. It's really good. It stops people buying their way to victory. And from what I can gather, they have long wipes on here. And if you have long wipes, you've got to make sure there's plenty for people to do. Otherwise, people get bored and leave. Especially when it's low pop like it is now. So it's not like there's a lot of raiding going down. Oh, it will get busier. 100% it's going to get busier. You know, I'm streaming and pushing it. Other people are pushing it. Most of... There was about 14 players that used to play my server, and they're all slowly coming across to this server as they work it out. There should have been... There's 6 more people joining that have messaged today to say they're coming in. We had 12 on last night. That would take us to 18. If the rest of my players come on, that'll take us to 25 probably. Once you've got 25 in, more will join. I don't think I want it full. Because if it's full, then we start having to queue to get on. And that means players will find somewhere new to play. Because players don't want the queue. There you go. Worth it, Willie. You'll enjoy it. It's hard. Don't get me wrong, it is hard. But I think if this had 50 to 60 people playing it on a regular basis, it would be a really good server. I've already downloaded the mods. That's amazing. But yeah, about 60 people playing this server on a regular basis would be awesome. So to get priority queue, obviously, you have to apply to BI for permission to monetize. And some of the mods we've got on here, you're not allowed to have on servers that charge for priority queue. So you'd have to then strip out and get rid of some of the mods. So there are rules in place that say, so when you make your own mod, you can say, I don't mind, you can use this mod on any server, or you can say, I only want this mod on servers that are free. There can be no monetization. And if you then put that mod on a monetized server and your server gets reported to BI, you get your server taken down and you can no longer run servers. So you've got to be very careful about the monetization route, which is why the big players, so the Rearmed and Aftermaths of the world, most of their mods are their own. So if you want to monetize a server and you want to make sure that it's not suddenly going to be a problem, you only run your own mods. Because that way you're in control of your own destiny. Because again, you could have a mod on here that says, yep, free to be used as monetized. You could apply for monetization, have it in place, and then they could change their rules and say, no more monetization of my mod. Or they could take their mod down. And then suddenly your server doesn't work. And you've lost a mod that's really important. And you've got people that have paid for access, and they're all like, why can't we get on the server? We've paid $14 to be able to queue jump. The server's down. We've been cheated out of all our money. And it's all hell breaks loose. So you want to sort of make sure that you're in a position where I'll never charge any players for anything. And that's... I get why people charge. Servers aren't cheap. If you rent a server, there's a monthly fee or a yearly fee. If you own your own server, there's electricity to worry about and hardware to make it run well and special internet, because you can't just run it on a normal internet connection. So there's lots to think about. So I can understand why people have priority queue. But I can see the other side as well, where if you've got 8 servers and you've got priority queue on each, and you charge $15 a month for priority queue access, and you've got 1,000 players that are paying for priority queue, you're making £15,000 a month, and it's probably not costing you £15,000 a month to rent your servers. Then I think it becomes a money-making machine, which I don't like. You know, the Goblin server that I've still got till the end of the month, till the end of the year, which I'm not going to have up anymore. I'm going to use it for making videos on. So, like, I'm going to make an updated expansion base building video to help with this server. That is £350 a year, and that's a baby server. You go to some of the bigger servers out there, you're looking at £120 a month, £130 a month to get reasonable spec hardware. So that's, you know, £1,200, £1,300 a year. That's I get that, Willie, 100%. Which is why I don't always stream. So when Chuckles is about, I just run around and chat to him. I only tend to stream when he's at work because I like to play DayZ and enjoy it as well. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy it when I'm chatting to you guys, but sometimes it's nice just to jump on with Chuckles and play for 9 hours without a care in the world. How much is that in US money? Maybe $100 a month for a big server. So $1,200 a year, maybe 13, 14. That the server owner's paying out. And this is running well. So this is running on a good spec machine. Yeah, there you go. And mods, you know, say I wanted to, if I wanted to make a base building mod, forgetting the coding, if I can't design the walls and ceilings and floors myself, I need to pay for those models. And those models might cost me $100. And that $100 might only allow me to have it on one server only. And then if I open up a second server, I might have to buy them again. Or you commission someone to do the work and make it for you for a one-off charge if you're not somebody that can design that sort of stuff. But people don't work for nothing. So it is expensive running a server. Yeah. It's not cheap running a server. And then you've got all the time. You know, I love playing DayZ, but if you're running a server, there's not a lot of time you get to play when it gets busy because you're dealing with players all the time. You know, when this gets busy, I'll have to spend more time answering tickets and dealing with that side than I will gaming it. And to be an active mod, I'm going to have to agree times where I'm not gaming and I'm just available to act as support. Yeah, there you go. And, you know, everybody uses the big servers or use LB because they're so good. You know, when I was looking at running my own server next year, there's a base building mod for base building tree houses that I was looking at, and that would cost me €300 just to put that on one server. And I'll be AI around there then. I don't want to get involved with that heli crash. But now I don't have that problem because I'm not going to be running a server anymore. I'm not going to be running a DayZ server anymore. I might run a server for a different game next year. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm going to have to agree as we get busier on here that I will maybe I'm maybe I allow myself to stream Mondays and Fridays one week, and the following and I cover the weekend on support, and then the following week I do the Monday and Friday on support, and I'm allowed to stream Saturday and Sunday. Yeah. Or maybe I play this and I let everybody know that when I'm on the server, if they've got a problem, let me know in chat that they've opened up a ticket, and what I'll do is I will then go into Be Right Back, jump across and help people. Maybe that's the route to do it. Yeah. So you've got somebody that's on the server playing it that can help. Or answer a question. This server's been written well enough that there's not a lot of stuff you need to do to help people. So it's not like you're having to teleport to people and dig them out of holes or give them free cars and stuff like that. The server's been written well enough that people understand that, hey, this is how it is. It's more answering questions. It's more like, I can't find a box of nails anywhere. Am I doing something wrong? Or I picked up this gun and I can't sell it to trader. And you're saying, okay, I'll get it added on the next what? I'll get it added on the next update. It's more that sort of stuff, which is good. That's AI throwing. That's AI throwing grenades at Zeds. But we've only got a 45 ACP. Taking on AI is not a safe move. Or it's AI with a big boy's gun firing at Zeds. It's not somebody shooting the AI because we didn't get a kill feed. Yeah, it's a big boy's gun, isn't it? That's 338 or 50. And there will be bears up there because when they spawn in the... Nothing like being caught in middle, is there? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? And I work for a tank regiment. I'm used to what tanks sound like. But I've got one that side shooting and one that side shooting. And one in front of me. Yes, that's correct, Willie. Right, what have I got on that I don't mind losing? Everything. Good. I might have to prepare to lose it. Didn't bring any stupid spare guns. No. We don't have any good armour either, which is a shame. I'm going to have to do a north-east airfield run tomorrow to get armour. Sorry, northwest airfield, or VMC. Which will be a challenge. But what I'm up for, I think. Asking for membership is cool, but saying that keep the lights on is bullshit when they're a part-time streamer. Electric cost for gaming for 5 hours is like an additional 1p. It is, but for running a server, it's more expensive, obviously, because of the cooling involved. Some people, though, milk it. I get that. I've played servers before where they've turned the server off and said, if we don't get £25 a month, we're not keeping this server running. And I'm like, buy them. And they're like, you're not paying? No. Yeah, but you play the server all the time. Why don't you pay? Bye. I'll find another server to play. I got that one. Try Cresta. Yep. My favourite spot, Tricresta. I love Tricresta. But here it's NBC. It's gassed, isn't it? So it depends where within Tricresta they want me to go. Yeah, that might be difficult. That's gassed. Right, we're going home. We need NBC equipment to get in there. If it was on the outside edges, it would be fine. But because on this server it's gassed, I've nearly got a full suit. We also have a problem with food, obviously. But you see what I see? Let's take a risk and go gun hunting. That made me jump. I think the AI have deployed and they're fighting through a town. I think they pushed out to the nearest town and they're shooting Zeds, I think. I won't shut the server down. AI will. AI will spawn, and then they will go out and search for gear to upgrade and to shoot people. If you set them to do that, which is awesome. Oh, is that what you did for servers? Shut your server down? I've shut my own server down. Yeah. About this server, no. I think it's fine. I think what they're doing is fine. I think we did all right out of that little situation. Food's a problem. Getting home. But we got a locker. Which is pretty massive. Okay, not a problem, Willie. Thanks for being here. I'll be on all week this week because I'm on leave. Do I need a hammer? I do need a hammer because we've got to do base building this week. I do need a chicken, but not that badly. I hear AI up to no good. And I've only got an SKS. And we've got to make 7 Ks before I can eat. And I'd like to get home because we've got a locker, which would solve some of our problems. Willie, please do. It's good fun. Hard, but good fun. Not impossible, though. It's very like a Goblin server. But with AI and players as well that are a problem. But tomorrow morning when I come on, my first thing I'll need to do is a lot of fishing. As a DayZ server, it's hard. There you go. But Willie, you have a good sleep. If you've got to be up at 4, then you need to make sure you get a good sleep, mate. And thank you for being here. It's always appreciated. Good night yourself and do sleep well. I realise we've probably not got enough food to make it home alive, which might prove to be a problem. And we've not got a lot of food at home, so tomorrow's problem will be fishing. A lot of fishing. But I might make a how to build on expansion video first thing to be used for this server, because if people don't know expansion, then, and that might be quite a nice thing to do, because I've got a Chernara server that's empty, that's password protected. I can stick expansion base building on, and I can explain the items you need and how to make them for each of the different things you build. And that will help players. Right, we're food hunting now. That goat. No, dead. Something. Fire station key. Right then, so BSD's not bad. I mean, it's a Dragunov by another name. It's a good weapons platform. Yeah, we're going to do a lot of fishing. We're going to have to do... I'm going to have to catch 12 fish, bring them back, cook them, stick them in the fridge. And then really we're sort of... all we've got left of quests that we can easily do is our chicken one. So we're going to have to follow the trial. And then I believe then we have to go bear hunting. But that's not so difficult because then we can just go after heli drops. Or I know where some of the bear spawns are. Happy that we got SKS out of that. Happy, very happy we got a VSD. More happy that we got that. Just got to get it home to repair it. My problem is I'm living too far from helis to be able to farm them on a regular basis, which makes my life slightly safer for where I'm living, but it's a lot harder to gear up easily, because gearing up from helis is very easy to do. Even if the AI are chasing you, just lead them in a big circle, and when they're miles away from the heli, run back in, grab your stuff and extract. Also, massively happy with this big rucksack. 120 litre. Doesn't take up a massive space on my back. That's brilliant. Strange Bergen though. Don't like square Bergens. They don't feel right. My Bergen's not square. Nor's my webbing. I have a set of webbing and a Bergen for cadetti type stuff. Once I've moved and I've got a display cabinet, it'll all be in there. So there'll be pictures on arguably on my YouTube, I'm sure. Because my Discord now is just for me, Chuckles and Lego. I've closed it down for everybody else. We just use it. We're just going to use it for when we're gaming. Now I'm no longer going to run a server. I don't need to have people join my Discord. I was asking if it's true that you know a server that switched it off and then said they wouldn't start it back unless people paid. Yes, it was true. 100% true. Oh, what was the server called? It was a couple of years ago. Because Chuckles and I were playing it and really enjoying it. And then they went basically to a paid model. And unless they made... It was either it was £25 a month. It was something like that. Unless we get £25 each month, this server will be closed down. And a better way of putting it is, sorry guys, we just can't afford to run the server anymore. We only have money left for another month. There is a donation button here, but if we understand times are hard. If anyone can afford to give anything, that would be amazing. And then if nothing comes in for a couple of months, then go, sorry guys, we really can't afford to do this anymore. We're going to close the server down. No, Ray will never do it. I had that conversation with Ray today. This server stays open. Yeah. But servers do things like that out there, because it's demoralising if you don't have a lot of money and you spent money out to pay for a server, and then people don't come and play it. And because everybody starts a server off thinking they're going to be the next biggest server in the world. And to run a server, you need deep pockets, and you need to understand that it takes either you're going to get to number one straight away, or the top 100 quite quickly, or it's a slow burn. And to be a popular server, all the other big servers that are popular are very similar, if that makes sense. You know, Rearmed, Aftermath, Down Bad, they're similar servers. You collect things, you sell things, you raid people, you base build, you get one-tappers. Every 6 weeks it wipes, rinse and repeat. They might have different mods in to do it, but that's basically what you do. And that's brilliant fun. And it's great. And it's amazing. But it's not for everybody. And I'm not knocking them. I'm not knocking them at all. What they cater for is what an awful lot of players want. They want Call of Duty DayZ. And that's what they give them, is Call of Duty DayZ. And it's very popular, and it's amazing. Servers like this, you have to have deep pockets because it takes a long time for you to get the numbers. Because people have to come on here, work out it's difficult, and stay. And have to enjoy that difficulty level. Yeah, but it's not. But there are other servers similar to this out there. You know what I mean? This is not the only one. And I'm not knocking it. You know, when I went looking for a server, because Chuckles and I left a very similar server to this to come here 2 weeks ago. And the reason we left the other server, which I really enjoyed playing, was they changed a rule on the server. And the rule that they changed made it, in my humble opinion, something I didn't want to play. And I reached out to the mods and I said, is this a permanent rule change? A permanent feature change. I'm not going to say which server it was. I'm not going to say what it was. And they said, yes, this is something we're permanently putting in because this is what the players want. And I said, in that case, I'm leaving. And I wouldn't slag them off. They were a good server and I enjoyed playing it. But something they brought in wasn't for me. My server is £16 per month. I select it for people, no charge, no donations. I paid the money for it, so other than people can have fun on another server, no expectations whatsoever. Yeah, and it's something you warrant for. You know, I own Rust. I can't play Rust to save my life. I will happily at some point install Rust and have a run on your server, Paul. But I won't know. But I will be. To me, it'll be a waste of time. I'll die all the time because I'm not a Rust player. It's too fast paced for me. I prefer this more slow, survivally side with big maps. That's not to say that I won't give it a go. I own Rust. I own Rust because it fits into this universe. You know, I own Stalker, and I love Stalker because it fits into the DayZ universe very well. I would argue that Stalker, Rust, DayZ, Metro, Fallout are all part of the same universe. They're all part of the world has gone to shit, something bad has happened, and this is now what you're doing at the end of it to try and stay alive. How do you find the server? How do I find this server, or how do I find others, or how did I find this server? I went onto Battle Matrix and I searched for Base Building Plus and quests, an expansion quest. And then I got a list of Base Building Plus and expansion quest servers. And then I loaded the mods for 10 different servers. I jumped on all 10. I discounted the ones that spawned you in with good guns. I discounted the ones that spawned you in with brightly coloured clothes. I discounted the ones that had massive amount of stuff about where you can't build and where you can build, and the rules in the Discord seemed irrelevant. And then I was left with a smaller list. And then I jumped on this one and another. I played the other one for a couple of hours. I played for this for a couple of hours. And then I sat down and decided what points I liked and what points I didn't. Both servers had positives and negatives, and from that I worked out where I'd play. Then I joined the server, joined the Discord, or I was already in the Discord, so then I joined the server and ran for 3 or 4 hours until I was sure that it was something my team would enjoy. Then I invited Chuckles on. Chuckles ran for a couple of hours, and then we came offline and I said, what do you think about the server? And he said, I really enjoy it. Good enough for me. And that's what I do whenever I go looking for a new server. I put some time and effort in. You'd be fine on my server. It's empty, so you can take your time, build, search, etc. I will have a go sometime this week. Paul. It's a long time since I've installed Rust, so it won't be on stream, but I will have a run. Okay. Yeah, and that's how I always go looking for a server. It's about I test them out. I don't just go on what they tell you it is. I have a look at what they're offering or what they're not offering. This appealed straight away because it didn't have any safe zones. Then when I ran to Black Market for the first time, you couldn't get in. And I was like, brilliant. It means players are having to grind. And I like that in a server. Best thing for this run, for getting the guns, is this. Not there, though. Probably up here somewhere. No. That is massive. Because that's more storage. Do need more code locks though, that's for sure. Certain. Have I got any food left in here? No. So fishing's the next problem. But I think, guys, that'll probably be it for me for tonight. It's now 10:30. I've had a long day of streaming and doing stuff, but I will be on tomorrow. It will be longer streams tomorrow because it's my birthday. But thank you for being here. Thanks for the interaction. Thanks for the chat. And I will see you all again soon. Thanks, guys.